Welcome back to Minds in Motion with Dr. K, where we explore the journey of high-performing leaders who are changing the world in this disruptive era while working on becoming the best version of themselves. I'm your host, Dr. K, the next level executive coach, author, speaker, and organizational psychologist. In today's episode, I'm going solo, and I'll be diving into an empowering concept. Dare to be great, giving yourself permission to shine. We are in season 2, and it's going to be all about self-discovery and empowerment. So have you ever held yourself back because of fear, doubt, or the pressure to conform to societal expectations? Well, you're not alone. But today, guess what? We are flipping the script because it's time to give yourself permission to step into your greatness, to embrace your uniqueness, and to show up authentically in the world. So today I want to open with a question for you to ponder. Why is it so important for individuals to give themselves permission to be great and show up as their best selves? Why they need to give themselves permission? What's the cause of that? Well, what I have found is it all comes down to self-belief and self-empowerment. When we give ourselves permission to be great, we are acknowledging our worthiness and potential. We are breaking free from the limitations we have placed on ourselves and embracing the limitless possibilities that awaits us. You see, although this is true, it also begs the question, how can someone start giving themselves permission to shine, especially if they have spent many years doubting their abilities, not feeling good about themselves, dealing with self-sabotage, and even imposter syndrome? Can anyone of my listeners relate to this? Well, giving ourselves permission to be great is about recognizing our inherent worth and acknowledging that we are deserving of success, happiness, and fulfillment. It's about embracing our unique gifts and talents without apology. So we have to do this unapologetically and allow ourselves to shine brightly in the world. See, it begins with self-awareness and self-compassion. It takes shifting one's perspective. Therefore, we must let go of limiting beliefs and negative self-talk that hold us back and replace them with empowering thoughts and positivity. We have to learn how to cultivate self-love, practice gratitude, and set in bold intentions. So we must become intentional. This can also help us step into our greatness, and we can do it with confidence. We have to also recognize the negative narratives we've internalized and begin to challenge them with empowering beliefs. You know, it takes changing your thoughts to happier thoughts. You need to release the subconscious brakes where those thought patterns and mental models reside and stop operating under preconditioned thoughts. See, the hardest thing is getting past the inertia so you can change your brain to produce happy hormones or dopamine by reaching for happy emotions. You must begin to train yourself to think about what you're thinking about. Because if you don't do some self-check and be in a state of self-awareness, you will find that you are going into some negative patterns and cycles. So you have to be able to think about what you're thinking about. And therefore, if it's not a positive thought that's going to take you to the next higher self, then you need to switch that thought into something positive, into something that's going to bring you joy, into something that's going to bring you some happiness. Also, another step that you can take is to repeat affirmations about yourself. I am more than enough. I am great. I am the child of a king. I am healthy, whole, and complete. Whatever affirmations relate to where you are in that moment, get a list of those affirmations and begin to repeat them to yourself. And then also do visualization, by closing your eyes and getting in a comfortable space and using your imagination. Our imagination was given to us at birth, and it was free, but we rarely ever really use it. And that's some place that we need to go and really dream big, and then come back and bring those dreams into reality. So using your imagination to see yourself where you want to be. Additionally, you need to also surround yourself with supportive communities, and that can also aid in the process. So in spite of these steps that I just shared, depending on where you are emotionally, the fear of judgment, oh yes, that FEAR, false evidence appearing real. That fear of judgment, the fear of being criticized, the fear of being rejected can hijack you. That acronym for fear is said, face everything and rise. It says, forget everything and run. That's what most people do, right? It says face everything and rise. But what I see most people doing is they're forgetting everything and running because it hijacks them. So I want to share how you can overcome that hurdle. The fear of judgment, it's natural. Yes, it is. But it should not dictate our actions. So a good strategy is to focus on your passion, your purpose, and the positive impact you can make or you can have on others by shifting your perspectives and committing to effective actions. Right? We must take massive actions, because if we don't take actions, as I said, we're going to keep falling back into that same cycle of negativity, of not feeling good enough, of imposter syndrome. So we have to begin to be committed to taking effective actions. Finding the courage to step outside of our comfort zone is another step that we can take, another action that we can take. I often tell my clients who want to build confidence, a lot of leaders say, I don't feel confident enough. I want to build more confidence. But when they do explain why they feel they need confidence, what I have found is that what they need is courage to do what they need to do. And then when they get that courage and they become courageous and they have that tough conversation or whatever it is that they need to do, then they will feel confident that it got done. And then that's where the confidence starts to build. So remember, growth often happens on the other side of fear. So you got to get out of your comfort zone and jump. Steve Harvey said jump, take that leap. Because if you stay on the other side of fear, you will just continually be going around in cycles. I've had my own journey of self-discovery and empowerment, where I had to give myself permission to shine. When I embarked on the speaking journey to amplify my voice, there were moments of doubts and setbacks. Also, when I first graduated with my PhD, being the first one in my family, I struggled to introduce myself as Dr. K. But by embracing who I was, and by rediscovering myself and embracing vulnerability and trusting in my abilities, I have been able to pursue my passion, to stand in my power, and know exactly who I am, thereby creating a life that is aligned with my values. I had to acknowledge that I am deserving of success. I am deserving of the title that I worked so hard to get. And I'm deserving of happiness and fulfillment. So if you are struggling with any of those areas, just know that you deserve to be where you are. You deserve to be called doctor or whatever title that you have. You deserve to be in the rooms that you are in. It's about embracing our unique gifts and talents without apology and allowing ourselves to shine brightly in rooms that we enter, even if no one else looks like you, on stages where we stand, and even in the world. Being able to stand proudly and unapologetically knowing who we are and whose we are. So as I get ready to wrap up today's episode, I want to leave some final words of encouragement for you, our listeners. Trust in yourself, believe in your dreams, and never underestimate the power of your potential, because you are capable of greatness. So think big, because you are more capable than you know. And remember, the world is waiting for you to shine your light brightly. The journey to unleashing greatness begins with giving yourself permission to be extraordinary. I know we just culminated Women's History Month on the end of March. So I want to say Happy Women's Month to all the women out there who have celebrated during the month of March. And here we are in the month of April. This is my birthday month. So I will be doing all solo episodes throughout this month. And that's it for today. Today's episode, Dare to be Great. Giving yourself permission to shine. Join us next time as we continue to explore the path to self-discovery and empowerment. Until then, keep shining bright. And don't let anyone dim your lights. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, follow, and leave a comment on your favorite podcast platform. We are streaming on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Your feedback helps us spread the message of empowerment to even more listeners. So please share it with your friends and loved ones. Thank you for tuning in to Minds in Motion with Dr. K.